evening. It's your boy Freelancer Joe, ready to once again get cracking. I did that a little too early, didn't I? That's because I am doing wonderful and fantastic and absolutely marvelously on this wonderful and fantastic and marvelous Thursday afternoon. And I certainly hope that you are doing just as well as I am on this Thursday afternoon, or whenever it is you've chosen to bless your eyes with my stunning visage. There's got to be another word for visage. I don't know. There probably is, but I like it because it's so perfect for me. And yes, I am energetic, and I am obviously jacked as always because I have just finished my workout, but the energy is mostly because it's Thursday. And as those of you who have hopefully been keeping track of in my videos, you know how I feel about Thursdays. They are awesome. Even though it is a gloomy and wintry mix slash slush outside. And yeah, Freelancer Joe misread the forecast. Well, I didn't actually misread it so much as the way it read was simply that it would be like a mix of rain and snow, and then mostly rain. And it was going to be above freezing. So I figured it'd be just like a little bit of a slush, for a little while. And when I left for work this morning, I mean, it had just started a little bit of freezing rain, so it wasn't so bad. And then I took a look outside after a couple hours, and that wasn't no mix of rain and snow. I mean, that was snow. Basically, if the amount of snow that had fallen at the peak, at its peak snowfall, was there when I had gotten up this morning, I wouldn't have gotten to work. That said, it looks like it's mostly switched to rain, so that's alright. Because it's Thursday, I got to leave work a little bit early. And the drive back wasn't too bad. So it could have been worse. Based on the traffic reports, it sounded like it was worse for some other areas. Unsurprisingly, based on how people drive around here. But I made it back, and I hope the rest of the other people that drive responsibly, well, hope everybody else makes it back safely. Especially since next week is, of course, Thanksgiving week. And I'm almost certain lots of people are planning to take lots of time off. That reminds me. There's an important date in November. I'm pretty certain I know what it is, but it always escapes me as to when exactly it is. I do have an alarm set for it, though. Which I guess is kind of why I remembered about it. Not that the alarm has gone off, but I kind of figured the alarm would have gone off already. So, well, something for me to keep track of. Or dig into. Because there are actions that must be taken upon that particular... just checking something out. Sorry about that. That particular date, which I should remember. And so let us minimize, lower the resolution so that my visage is not burned into your retinas, although I'm sure it's already seared into your minds and hearts, as well as it should be. And minimize that. Yeah. And what are we doing today? We had been working on the calendar, and we had gotten it into the UI, and we got it mostly wired up, and I say mostly wired up, for making an external call to get events put in said calendar. And it's mostly because the code that I copied and pasted was actually for submitting data, and so that uses a post method. Really, for retrieving data, we're going to want to use one, we're going to want to use a get. And two, at least my initial idea was to just do a blanket pull everything, but then I moved on to creating the database where I'm going to store the events for the calendar, and I decided it would be better to do it month by month basis. So that means I'll have to go back and modify my UI again. First, Well, we need to make the actual call. I can hard code a value for the month. And then I'll need to modify the code that renders the calendar to actually keep track of what month is active, and then we'll pass that into the get call. But until we do that, though, well, there's no point in doing that because we still don't have anything to call. We just have, if I remember correctly, we just have a database table. DynamoDB table. That reminds me, I should like to show my support to SQLite for various reasons. But I do not believe Amazon has that as one of the things they have available as a straight service. I'd have to set up an AMI. Well, they probably have an AMI with a SQLite, a default SQLite thing in there, but then you got to deal with the whole DevOps thing of the server and patching the server and then access policies and blah, 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 blah. And that really defeats the purpose. Why am I going to go through all that overhead? Really, it's a simple storage and retrieval of data. Alright, so let's go ahead and go into Amazon. It doesn't make sense to me how they have an HQ2, but they're splitting it between New York and Arlington. It's like, well, on the one hand, I'm glad it's in Arlington because I think one of the proposed sites that we're talking about was kind of in my neck of the woods, and as much as I hate traffic now, I could only imagine what it would be like if if Amazon had set up their HQ around here. Plus, what it would do to housing, rental prices. Let me raise this back up. Raise it up. All right, there we go. But Arlington, for one, that's, well, just the whole idea of how can you have a second headquarters split between the two locations? I mean, that means you really got 3 headquarters. All right, Dynamo and Lambda. Actually, you know what? Let's take a look at what's storage database. So they got RDS, Dynamo, Elasticache, Neptune, Redshift. Elasticsearch, that's too heavy. I'm not sure. I know relational database. I guess that's the thing. Dynamo's a NoSQL. Neptune, Graph. Okay, not doing that. That's a serious overkill for for events. Redshift, fast, simple. No, not storing enough data. So I guess RDS would be the closest one that'd be most applicable, but look, it's a small table. It doesn't need a strong schema because we're not doing much modeling. So yeah, Dynamo's fine. I'll close that. Alright, so this was Dynamo. Let's look at the tables. The 2 I have, but I'm only going to use one for this demo. And let's go ahead and expand that. So the table, we have one item in there right now, which I just manually added in there to set the fields. So we got event ID, event month index. That's to help with the sorting for the query all day. Right, good enough. So now let's go on over to the Lambda. So I already have one Lambda that demonstrates how to do a Dynamo query. So let's go ahead and look at that bad boy. And if I remember correctly, though, of all these Lambdas, only one is correctly set up to work with the API gateway, and that is my email one. So even if I use this code as a starting point, I'll still have to modify it some more, but that's okay. So we've got my basic boilerplate, the handler for the call, which invokes the service if there is sufficient parameters. Otherwise, it'll go with a 400 for missing fields. Send response, that's boilerplate. These are the headers I need for the core's response to work with the gateway. Generate parameters. This would be where I row key, sort key. This is where I would specify the month index. And invoke service. This is where I make the actual call. Alright, so that seems pretty straightforward. Now, can I just straight up duplicate this one? I can only test or delete it. Boo! Alright, so we are going to, well, let's create an empty one for now. Yeah. That's weird that I can't duplicate it. Publish, new version, create an alias, delete, export. What's Lambda Edge? Is that a new thing that I'm not unaware of? That might be something new. Lambda at Edge. Let's see run. Okay. Alright. It's more for using lambdas with CloudFront. Okay. I mean, that's some serious heavy-duty stuff. That's the sort of thing you'd run into working for a larger business, some enterprise-wide kind of thing. Overkill for my target, and for me in general. I mean, that's the sort of thing you end up specializing in. I mean, you would spend, you know, a year or two just doing Lambda CloudFront integration, and that's, I'm sure some people enjoy it. I wouldn't necessarily be the happiest with it. Okay, so we will do Freelancer calendar dash demo. Create function. Was that? Great. It was called Freelancer dash calendar dash demo. Okay. Freelancer dash calendar dash demo. Node.js 810. Roll. Know your role. Come on, you're not going to tell me the rules? Oh, maybe it's at the bottom. So function code, environment variables, existing role. DynamoDB write demo. Okay. Really? That was the write demo? And this is the query? Okay, fine. Choose an existing role. DynamoDB write demo. Okay, I guess that's it. Fair enough. Oh, yeah. So, if you joined me yesterday, you would be aware of the dilemma I have with regards to what I'm doing tomorrow, because I have... Alright, what we're going to do is we're just going to copy and paste the entire code base. Edit code base, all of the code. Edit, select all. Edit, copy. And edit, select all. Edit, paste. Okay, fine, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. Oh, really? Really? You're gonna make me enable stuff? To hex with that. To hex with that. Yeah, so getting my car serviced tomorrow, it kind of screws up my schedule. Especially, like, first of all, for example, with Gaming with Joe. So, after I'm done recording this, I'm going to start editing the video and processing it, and then I'll go record the Gaming with Joe episode while this video is going to be processed, and then I upload it, and then I start processing the other video, and then I may upload it tomorrow morning or tomorrow as soon as I get back from getting my car serviced. As for my grocery shopping, I'll probably just end up ordering a pizza and do grocery shopping on Saturday. Training is the must thing that I have to do tomorrow. I saw a very interesting tweet today talking about somebody was asking somebody else about how to get motivation, presumably to do things in general, but it's very applicable to like training. And the response was basically to hex with motivation. Motivation is weak and it's fleeting, and you don't want to depend on it. What you want to depend on is discipline. Because, discipline, if you have it, well, discipline's always there regardless of how you're feeling. If you got the discipline, you're going to do it. But motivation, it's all emotion, whereas discipline is all about mental commitment. So yeah, so I'm trying to maintain my discipline about the physical training. So that absolutely must happen tomorrow. And then what does that leave? That leaves my chores and laundry. And that I can break out over the weekend, to be honest. Again, I prefer not doing it. I prefer doing it all on Friday, but the car's got to be taken care of with maintenance, and I have to do my training. That's it. Those are the most important things. Well, and of course, going to work and finishing up the paperwork for the week and blah 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 blah. Okay, so we have cut and pasted the code. Now we need an environment variable to specify which table we're using. It's called table underscore name. I'll make sure we include that. Name, and the value was demo calendar. Really? Okay, yeah, demo calendar. Yep, demo calendar. I'd named it like Dynamo demo calendar, but then I had to delete it because I forgot that I realized that I wanted to do query as opposed to a full row scan. So, okay, that's that. So that's all the same. That's the same, hence the boilerplate. Alright, so now the query. Table name is defined, row primary key. Do I need to specify the primary key? I may have made a mistake about that. How DynamoDB queries work. Do I have to specify the primary key? You know what? Let's look at what do my tests look like for this guy? Configure tests. Primary key, sort key. So this is basically saying if the primary key is alpha, sort key is 1. I might have set up my tables wrong, to be honest. Yeah, I might have set up my tables wrong. Especially if I need to specify the primary key. If table name and row sort key, it's not row sort key, we're going to call it the event month index. Ooh, you know what? I probably should have had the event month index be the primary key. I might have to rewrite the table again. Alright, well, yeah, we'll see. You know, we'll just run we'll just run it and see. Okay. Don't. You know what? We just go and comment the entire thing out. Da da. Da. Da da. Let's just return response code equals 200. Table name. 200, key condition, and event month index, EMI, I bet you I didn't muck up the table. I probably should have looked at the code first. And let's not bother with a filter. Expression attribute values, EMI equals 10. Invoke service. Let's see if that works. If it doesn't, then I have to configure test events, hello world, we'll call this parameters for now. It's fine. Create test. Error code 500. Query condition missed key schema element. Yeah. Yep, okay, so I definitely mocked up the table. Unfortunate. Okay, so really, event month index should have been the key, or the primary key. And then I guess we'll do event sort key. Yeah. Yep. Alright, so we'll delete this. Delete. Create the table again. I'll create another table. It's going to be Dynamo Demo Calendar. Dynamo Demo Calendar. Primary key is going to be event month index. We'll add a sort key. And that sort key is just going to be the event sort key. Not really going to use it, but you're a number. Create. And let's take a look at the, bring that up again. Table's being created. But yeah, so that'll be my plan for tomorrow. Well, basically, I'm going to get up at my normal time. Instead of getting my normal coffee, I'm going to go to Wally World and get some things I'm going to need for food for the weekend, or for Friday. Then go to work, do my half day at work, then go get the car serviced, come home, upload the video. While it's uploading, I do my training, and then, assuming I have enough juice going, I might force through the training, or not the training, but at least the cleaning part of my chores, and then order my pizza and stuff myself and pass out. And then on the weekend, I'll worry about doing my laundry. Okay, items. Add an item. Create item by event month index. 10. Event sort key 0. Okay, append a string, which we're going to call title. title, and this is going to be manual event title. Move on over there. Add another one. Append another string. This is DESC, manual event description. This is the sort of thing I was going to say maybe I should have done this off camera. Whatever. All day, true. But at least you get to see what it would look like if it was off camera. So, yeah. Append string start 2018 10 113000. That's right. 7 fields, right? Yeah, 7 fields. Oh, I hope my voice is projecting enough. Oh, I was double checking to make sure that the camera was working too. Really got to pay more attention to that. 2018 101 14000. All right. So that's in there. I've got to change the table name. Now it's Dynamo Demo Calendar. Dynamo Demo Calendar. All right. Save that. Now I have to put back in what I commented out. So event month index is the primary key? Yes. Where event month index is greater than or equal to 10. That was an issue. Alright, so let's see if that works. Clear? 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 Where's the clear? No, that... whatever. Run it again. Query key condition not supported. Alright. And event sort key is greater than or equal to 0. Event sort key greater than or equal to ESK equal the reference ESK is 0. Save. Test. I hope I don't have to add a filter. Query key condition not supported. No, don't need you. Query key condition not supported. How is that any different from... Alright, well, let's see if we can add in a... Is it the filter expression that you're complaining about? Filter expression all day equals AD true. No, query key condition not supported. Alright, so it's not liking format of this key condition. Query key condition not supported. Event month index, event sort key. It looks like it should work. Oh well. But we are at the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to wrap this up for now. We're going to have to pick this back up on Sunday, unless I choose to work on it off camera. I don't know if I'm feeling that ambitious. But anyway, thank you for joining me. Cool kid words about liking and subscribing, commenting, and suggesting. And I hope you join me next time. And until then, that you take care and God bless.